Andorra. Yes. Good morning, all. So, yesterday I was giving a small revision on this module 3, right? So, now let us have a quick recall of the last two topics and let us get into the next module. So, module 4. So, module 1, we have started with management planning. You talked about various activities in management, and primarily there are four activities, right? So, one is planning, and second one is organizing, and third one like staffing and directing, and fourth one controlling. Okay. And next we are talking about in module 2 we have discussed in brief about directing and controlling, and later on entrepreneur and what is mean by an entrepreneur and what are the characteristics of entrepreneur and which motivates to be an entrepreneur, or what are the things or the properties that an entrepreneur should possess, and the classification and different types of entrepreneurs, and the various stages involved in entrepreneur roles and role of entrepreneurs. And at last, we have concluded with identification of business opportunities and this few study like technical feasibility study and social feasibility study. And in today's session, we shall have a quick, a glance on this module for preparation of project report and ERP, right? So you know the meaning of ERP, like enterprise resource planning. See, I'm not talking about how to maintain and how to develop and design a ERP software. Fine. So we are not going to discuss about what is an ERP software and how do we design an ERP software, how do we implement an ERP software. That is not the concern of our thing. So just we will be talking on the preparation of the project and ERP in terms of management, not from the point of developer, or not from the point of development or implementation thing. Just we will be focusing in the management aspect, like preparation of a project and ERP. See, when it is a project, it can be, when it is a project, the definition of project, which will not vary for a software project or hardware project, or it can be any project. So if you ask me some kind of event or action, some event or action which has been made, so that event is happens both in software, hardware, and all kind of small scale projects and all large scale projects. So how we do identify the project, and how we select the right project, and how we process, or how we go to report project report, and what are the requirements or necessities in the project reporting and its contents, and formulation guidelines by planning commission for project report. And moreover to this, I usually use a tool called 80/20 documentation rule. So when we talk about a project, we're going to document something at the end, right? So during at each and every review meeting, and as like during each and every discussion, the things will be get recorded, and that will be get documented. And at the end of the project, you can see that a complete project report information will be submitted. So there I can, I was telling something called 80/20 rule. So 80% of the work that has to be get done with 20% of effort. So these things will be your first half part of module 4. And secondly, we will be talking on importance of ERP. ERP means we are, as I told, we will not be discussing in depth about ERP design implementation. Just we will be talking on planning, and from the point of functional areas of management, marketing, supply chain management, finance and accounting, human resource, and what are the different types of reports, and how to have different methods of different generation methods. So this is in short about this module for that which we will be having talking on this particular session. Okay. So again, I'm telling you that we will not be getting into in depth about design development ERP. Just we will be focusing from the view of management. Okay. How can I manage the ERP, the project? How can I manage the project selection? How can I go with the right project? See, it's usually it's all almost we have discussed in more number of classes. Like if you are clear with the problem and clear with what you are going to do, then almost your solution is there, right? But if you are unable to recall, if you're unable to identify the problem itself, then it is very complicated for you to get a solution for it. It is complicated in getting doing it. Okay. So that is a module for introduction. And now let us start with the first topic, like preparation of project in ERP. First, let me connect this project with entrepreneur, right? So let us connect this project with entrepreneur. See, you know the entrepreneur, right? So he is the one who was the main, I mean, who was the, what I can call like, who was the founder, who is the foundation of that business. And whatever the decisions concerned with that business enterprise, so he will be the one who will be having a chief major role in handling those. So he will be the one who will be having the clear responsibility in managing those things. So that's what you can see here. An entrepreneur takes numerous decisions to convert his business idea into running concept. I've given you three suggestions. The one is the business like which you can do the whatever is there in existing market. We are not going to change anything, right? We are not going to modify anything. Just we are going to just follow the idea what is there in the market. And secondly, that particular idea can be just integrated with small features and that can be made available to the market. Or third, you can sell your business idea in the market where you can get some other people who can invest on your work, who can some other people who can invest on your idea, some other people who can take a share of it and they can invest and whereby you can make your things to be get succeed. Okay, and decision making starts with the project or a product selection. So taking the right decision at the right time is more required than halting with the decision. And even being like a decision makers, we have certain kind of things. I was talking you about business intelligence, data analytics in one of the sessions, right? So the role of decision making. See, decision maker is the one like a king. I can call like a king. So he's the one who has the complete set of responsibility, or was given the complete set of I can call like thing. He will be the one measuring the certain aspects, measuring certain things. So he will be taking the right decision. He will be the one related to taking decisions with the project on product selection, right? So among this project or product selection, it depends on the work again. Are we going to design the project or are we going to manufacture the product? Okay. So let us try to focus our concentration from the IT industry. So since our objectives are related to this management entrepreneurship IT industry, let us try to focus and identify the things that has to be get done through with this IT industry. And this project selection, this is the first cornerstone to be talked into setting an enterprise, right? The project selection. So this project selection, where I mean, you need to study about the current business market trend or the current market demand. Only based on that, you can go for the project selection. And moreover, this project selection, you need to have the brief, proper project result. I mean, what you can call it solution, right? So once just coming out with the problem will not be more sufficient. That you need to have a proper solution to it. Only unless if you have, and if you can come out with a proper solution, your problem will not be get solved, right? So the project solution is the first cornerstone to be laid down in setting up an enterprise. And moreover to that, the right decision making comes out with success or a failure of an enterprise. So the success or a failure rate of an enterprise or success or failure rate of an company, it depends again on the enterprise choice. So enterprise choices not like since he is the one who has a key role in making arriving at the decisions. So he can just halt with a decision at any moment, at any point of time. Since he will be having the complete risk involved in the work, right? So he will be the one who will be concentrating and caring about all set of activities in the work. Either if the project both success, if the project loses or the project gets failure, both credit just goes to the entrepreneur. Like you can take a small, even a small scale level company, and there also people used to just work with two criteria, two aspects like a success and a failure rate. So the success of an enterprise just largely depends upon the project type and project category. Just not only just following a proper or right tool to take a right decision will not make the things to be successful. Okay, so moreover, just to be to make successful, this is not only the one way, like taking the right decision at a right time. Before taking a decision, we need to study completely. We need to have a complete study of the things in the current market scenario. Only after a complete analysis survey, then we shall go on to the next other activities. Until and unless you don't have a proper idea or a proper study on the current things in the market, we may not be able to proceed or get it further. And now let us talk about the different definitions of project. Like different experts, they have given different definitions for this management. Okay, so let us try to discuss about each and every definition, and then let us come out with a proper definition for a project. Okay, the dictionary meaning of this project. Now, first we shall talk about we should talk about the dictionary meaning of the project. The dictionary meaning of the project is that it is a scheme. I mean, a design or proposal. A design, a proposal of something intended or devised to be achieved. If I wish to achieve something, how I'm going to achieve it? What I'm going to proceed it, how I'm going to do it. For example, project is not only like a software, the hardware one which we plan and do it in like a monthly basis. Even it's a set of kind of actions which you do with a proper plan, and if you execute it with certain strategies, then that is also a project. Okay, so we have the various definitions of project, and this is a one common definition or common meaning of project. And nextly, you can see Newman and his associates, and they have defined. They have given the definition for a project. Does that a project as typically has a distinct mission. You talked about vision, mission, short-term goal, long-term goal, and objectives, and how your objectives will be, supporting in achieving these business vision and mission. Okay, so a project has a distinct mission, and which is designed to achieve and clear termination point, or can call like achievement of the mission. So this is the one definition which has been given by Newman and his associates in relating to this project definition. So a project has typically a distinct mission, so which is designed to achieve and clear a termination point or the achievement of the mission. Okay. And third, Gillinger. So Gillinger has given like a defined a project as a whole complex set of activities involved in using resources to gain benefits. See, each one of them has given their definition from their point of view. And when you talk about this, you should also think and talk about in all the different aspects. Okay. So when it is a whole complex set of activity, if I wish to ask, I was telling you a definition for engineer. So it is a discipline, or it is like where you will be able to come out with a solution for a complex problem that can also benefit the societal activities. Okay. Gillinger defines project as a whole complex of activities involved in using resources to gain the benefits. And according to Encyclopedia of Management, a project is a project is an organized unit dedicated to the attainment of goal. How it can achieve the goal? So it is an organized unit dedicated to the attainment of goal. And successful completion of a development project is something like filling within time, doing it within the budget, and in conformance with predetermined program specifications. So, a project needs a clear, proper plan, which should have a certain goal and which should have certain timeline, which should have certain budget. And for example, like a project, you can see like a movie, the movies. If you plan to shoot some movie, that is also like treated as projects. And whatever that is, what are the works that we do, which has been done with a proper plan and time and budget. All this concludes, or all these connects with the definition of management. Okay, so a project as an organized unit dedicated to the attainment of goal. And here, the successful completion of a development project on time within the budget. So all these determine the specifications like objectives. If you have a certain vision and mission, how you are going to reach the certain vision and mission through your objectives, and how you are going to make it successful and get promoted to the next level. Okay, so this is about this evolution of, encyclopedia of management. And now let us try to have a proper definition for a project. Okay, so now let us see about this definition of a project. So a project can be defined as a scientifically evolved work plan devised to achieve a specific objective. So I need to reach my specific objective or target within a specified period of time. I need to stick on within that deadline. Right? I should not make my project or make my work to be get prolonged more than that. And if my work goes prolonging more than that, then my work will not be coming out with that much successful outcome. So projects can differ in their size and nature of objectives and time duration and complexity. So this usually is there with all sort of projects. That whatever the projects that we take, all the projects get differ in size, nature of objectives, and its time duration and complexity. Complexity involved in the, and there are few three attributes which is common for all sort of projects, like a course of action, objective, time perspective. This quite fit for all the sort of projects, irrespective of the domain, like IT or non-IT or BPO or for telecommunication or healthcare sector. It can be of any domain. This fits to all part of the course, right? This fits to all part of the thing. So it can be in course of action or a specific objective or definite time perspective. So every project has a starting point and ending point with specific objectives. A project rises at some point and project reach arts at some goal. So when you start a project, you can have a certain starting point, and when you reach it, you can have a certain end point. So the end point with a specific objectives, right? So your starting point or end, your starting point will be where you will be setting the goal, or where you will be setting your objective. What I say, like where you will be establishing your goal, and your endpoint will be the one when like a destination, like a source and destination, where you should have reached your target, where you should reach your object, where you should have made the thing to be get successfully achieved. So that's what every project has a start and end point. Now let us try to have a clear definition for a project, right? So a project is an activity or set of, sorry, a project is an activity or a project is a set of activity which has to be get carried out with certain planned activity, or I can call it with certain scientific or technical computation strategies, and that has to be properly planned, which has to meet or fulfill the requirements, fulfill the goal requirements of a particular customer. Okay, so which are to fulfill the goals of the user, and which is that has to be get fulfilled, that has to be get achieved within the budget, that has to be achieved within the budget. So this is a definition for a project, so which holds for a project, the meaning or definition for a project. Okay, and next we shall be discussing on this project classification. So how for projects are classified. See here in this project, the classification, we are not going to categorize or classify with respect to a software project or hardware project. Just our classification will be focusing on like the important classification, like quantifiable and non-quantifiable projects and sectional projects and techno-economic projects. In this manner, we will be trying to concentrate. We will be trying to understand the things. Okay. Okay. Let me take a minute and I will tell you this.